Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue in the assessment proceedings of a assessee, especially of the businessman, where the assessee makes a lot of purchases from various parties, and when the verification of these purchases is done, the assessee submits various documents like purchase bills, confirmations, bank statements showing the payment to the various creditors, and when these submissions are made, the assessing officer, after keeping the submissions, remains silent for 2-3 months and then suddenly comes at the fag end of the assessment limitation period that I have wrote letter to these parties, they have not confirmed the transaction, notice has not been served. Even the assessee is not given the opportunity to rebut the non-compliance by the various sundry creditors, and without taking any action for non-compliance by those parties, although the assessing officer has the power to impose the penalty on them or to initiate the penalty against them, the assessing officer suddenly takes a adverse view against the assessee whose purchases are being verified. This issue has been very seriously taken by the Kolkata ITAT B bench in the case of Rameshwar Shah versus ITO, and this case has been reported in 110 ITR Tribunal Short Notes 33. The date of the judgment is 12th February 2024. In the present case, the notice under section 143 subsection 2 was issued to the assessee for scrutiny proceedings to verify the sundry creditors of the assessee. In the due process of verification of the sundry creditors, when the assessee submitted all its documentation like the purchase bill, the mode of payment to the creditors, the bank statements, the assessing officer wrote letter under section 133 subsection 6, but the sundry creditors remained unverified, meaning thereby that it may happen that the notices has not been served or they have been served, but they didn't bother to reply to those notices. It is a general practice that some businessmen or some assessees do not reply to these notices because the department never takes any action against the non-compliance of the notices under section 133 subsection 6. So they feel that if they do not reply, nothing will happen. But when these notices are not being answered in a proper manner, the whole burden of not giving the reply of these notices goes on the assessee whose assessment proceedings are going on or in whose assessment proceedings these notices are being issued. And it is a very painful thing for the assessee that for the non-compliance by the other assessees, the addition of the assessee in whose case these notices has been issued, a negative view is taken without taking any action against them. And even the non-compliance by those creditors is not being confronted to the assessee. This was the situation in this case. The learned assessing officer made the addition solely on the ground that the cross verification under section 133 subsection 6 is not successful. CIT appeal as usual upheld the order of the assessing officer. So when this matter was before the tribunal said that there was lack of verification not only because of the negligence of the assessee but also from the end of the department. It was the viewpoint of the tribunal that the assessee was registered with the West Bengal Value Added Tax Act 2003 and the Central Sale Tax, and there was no inquiry or there was no negative comment against the assessee by the indirect tax authorities. The tribunal also said that there is no discrepancy found by the indirect tax authorities both in the purchases made by the assessee and in the payment made by the assessee. Even the assessing officer has failed to find out any discrepancy in the purchases and payment made by the assessee. The tribunal also said that there is no contrary orders against the assessee either by the indirect tax authorities or in the previous years by the income tax department taking a negative view against the purchases or sundry creditors of the assessee. So in the facts and circumstances of the case, when the assessee has sufficiently discharged its burden by providing the various documents like purchase bills, proof of payment, e-way bills and other things, then in that case it cannot be said that since the notices under section 133 subsection 6 are not complied by the various sundry creditors, a negative view cannot be taken against the assessee. This has been upheld by the Kolkata ITAT B bench in the case of Rameshwar Shah versus ITO. This case has been reported in 110 ITR Tribunal, short notes 33. The date of the judgment is 12th February 2024. Thank you, friends.